Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Appreciate you jumping on. Today we are going to talk about XRP and Wormhole. That's right, Wormhole. The multi-chain connection explained in simple terms. Before we do that, let's take a quick look at prices. Bitcoin is up 1.84% in the last 24 hours, sitting at 71,237. Ethereum up 2.5% over the last 24, sitting at 2103. And XRP at the number 5 spot, up 8% in the last 24 hours, sitting at $1.39, $1.40 there. So again, same old thing. We're kind of staying sideways here with the prices. But nonetheless, it's better than going down in a big way. So I'll take sideways for now. So let's jump in to the blockchain of Wormhole and how it's connected with the XRP tokens. Welcome back to the channel. If you're into XRP, Bitcoin, or other big coins, you've probably seen mentions of Wormhole and how it's suddenly making XRP multi-chain. Today I'm going to break it down super simple, no hype, so even if you never used another blockchain or bought crypto, you'll understand exactly how XRP and Wormhole are connected, why it happened, their real world use cases, and most importantly, how this quietly supercharges XRP. If you're new here, do me a favor, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. We keep the crypto explanations easy every week. Let's dive in. So what is Wormhole? Wormhole is like a universal bridge between different blockchains. Right now, crypto lives on separate islands. Ethereum has its own rules and tokens. Solana has its own XRPL, the XRP ledger. Wormhole builds secure, fast bridges so assets and data can move freely between them without the usual hassle of wrapping tokens or slow, expensive transfers. It already connects over 35 blockchains and is used by big players like BlackRock for real-world assets and DeFi. Wormhole is essentially the ferry system that lets you drive your car from one island to another without having to rebuild the car every time. Now, I know we've covered this, but what is the XRP ledger and what is XRP? XRP is the native token on the XRPL, a super fast blockchain built for payments and value transfer. It settles in 3 to 5 seconds for pennies and is already used by banks and institutions for real money movement. But until recently, XRP was mostly stuck on its own island. Great at payments, but harder for others to use on other chains like Ethereum or Solana or DeFi, for DeFi or NFTs. Here's the exciting news. Wormhole officially integrated with the XRP ledger mainnet and the new XRPL EVM sidechain. This means you can now move XRP, RLUSD, and other XRPL assets straight to 35 plus other blockchains and bring assets back, of course, seamlessly and securely. It's not XRP leaving its home, it's XRP getting passports to travel everywhere while staying native where possible. Official announcement from Wormhole and Ripple confirms this is to unlock DeFi, real-world assets, and institutional use cases across chains. So why are they connected and the different use cases? They're connected because XRPL is built for speed and compliance, perfect for institutions, but the world is multi-chain. Wormhole gives XRPL the missing piece. Easy access to other ecosystems without losing its strengths. Move XRP to Solana or Ethereum L2s for DeFi, lending, or yield farming. Borrow low on one chain, earn high on XRPL. Another example of a use case, bring tokenized real-world assets like BlackRock funds onto XRPL for fast, cheap settlement. Yet another real-world use case, RLUSD, Ripple stablecoin, expands to more networks via Wormhole. Instant global usability. Developers build apps that use XRP across chains without complicated wrappers. So, before XRP was like a great car stuck on one highway, Wormhole built on-ramps so it can drive on every major road in the world. How this helps XRP? Here's the part XRP holders love. More bridges equals more real-world utility and demand for XRP. Every cross-chain transfer can settle on the XRPL. More transactions equal more fees burned equals reduced supply. Institutions and DeFi users now discover XRP as the fast, compliant bridge asset. RLUSD grows faster across chains, brings even more activity to the XRPL, and XRP becomes the hub for regulated multi-chain finance, exactly what banks and big players want. This is how adoption actually scales, not by replacing other chains, but by connecting to them seamlessly, working together. Don't just take my word for it. There are other people saying the same thing, and you can see it on X. So I'll show you some of that, but I'm going to wrap it up by saying XRP and Wormhole are connected through a powerful integration that turns the XRP ledger into a true multi-chain player. They're different pieces. XRPL excels at fast, compliant payments. Wormhole provides the bridges to everywhere else. Together, they make XRP usable on 35 plus blockchains, drive more volume, burn more fees, and position XRP as the go-to asset for the multi-chain world. If you've been holding XRP, this is excellent news. Real utility and adoption expanding right now. What do you think? Will Wormhole help XRP finally break out in DeFi? Do me a favor, drop your thoughts in the comments. I read every single one. Appreciate it, and we will see you on the next one.